Hello, Leo. Thank you so much, you guys, for being here. Welcome, welcome. All right, Leo. So immediately here for me looking at this, you may have been sacrificing a lot of yourself for the benefit of another or for a situation where it's just been taking from you. Immortal is talking about needing to get away from situations that require you to be somebody other than who you are. And guilt is about feeling bad about saying no. And Graveyard's telling you you don't need to have any fears. Any fears that you have surrounding this situation is unnecessary. But I'm looking at this and you're just like, yeah, no, I've had enough. I can't give any more to this person, to this situation. Anywhere where you feel like, again, you have to change who you are and you have to sacrifice parts of yourself for someone or something where you're not getting anything in return. And the fear there may be that you lose a friendship, you lose a family member. You have done as much as you can for this person and this situation. And you should not feel bad about saying, no, I can't do this anymore. And don't feel bad about saying no to anything that requires you to be inauthentic, right? All right, Leo, your overall here is the Knight of Cups. So loving action, loving communication. This may be about something coming through to you, someone wanting to share some emotions with you, and this may be you giving that communication, but I feel like this is about what's coming into you right now, but it's also about you being able to follow wherever your heart is leading. In the past, the devil. Okay, so bad habits, right? And the message there has always been that this is something that you choose. You know, you may feel like you're chained to a situation or even to a relationship, but that's because, you know, it better the devil you know, right? There's comfort in it, but it's toxic. It's bad habits. And that's when it comes to something that you perceive as bad, it's just because that's the label that you're putting on it. But you're going to know immediately what negative habits or patterns are happening in your life that are still an issue now coming back from the past. But I have to wonder if it isn't something that is keeping you from doing the things that, you know, your heart wants you to do, right? But this could also be with the Knight of Cups, you know, something coming through that almost feels like a temptation. You know, it doesn't have to be that way, but for some of you it could be. Now, in the present, the Seven of Wands is standing your ground. There's opposition, but you're not having it. This is how I feel. This is where I stand. My mind is not going to be changed. And it may be that, you know, you have had to fight to get past these negative situations, and if they're coming back through, this is like a hell no. No. There is nothing that you can say to me that's going to make me change my mind. That's how I feel about that one. Future conditions, the Three of Swords. So you may have to break some hearts. That's what I'm feeling like with this. I don't think that this is about you experiencing heartbreak. I think that wherever you have felt that before, this is you kind of doing what's necessary to heal that. But the awareness of that, I think, is because of something coming through that kind of like creates this, oh, no. I'm not going to get trapped into that situation again. I'm not doing it. So even if somebody is coming through saying, you know, hey, I want to share my emotions with you, you're like, nope, no, hell no. not happening. Because you remember how that situation hurt you. But this is all about healing it now, right? Your best path to follow, Temperance. So with this one, I really feel like this is about the middle path, the middle way, right? Not being swayed emotionally one way or the other. But this is also balance between your thoughts and your emotions. But this is patience. This is about needing to be patient about the right thing, I think, coming into your life. Now, if this has to do with relationships, you have a pattern in relationships that is not good. And the same thing may be coming through, but you're aware of it. You're aware of it now. You're addressing how that's created heartbreak in your life. And this is wanting something new to come through, but, needing to just hold on, right? It's coming in. It's just that there are things I think that you need to recognize about these patterns, right? But whatever's happening right now, you're like, hell no. No. Yeah, I'm telling you. In your environment, the Eight of Cups. And again, going back to the Oracle cards, right? No, I can't do this anymore. I can't keep emotionally feeding into a situation that I'm not getting anything out of. And this could very well be a very toxic person coming back through. And you're like, no, there is nothing that you can say that's going to make me change how I'm thinking and feeling right now. I am done with this and I'm moving the hell on. The Eight of Cups, here's the thing. This person doesn't know what's going to happen next. They don't know where they're going, which is why the moon is there. You just know that you're done emotionally. And a lot of times it can be very hard to walk away from things that you've invested so much of yourself into. But this is awareness that you're not getting anything from it. And it's directly tied to the past negativity coming through. Your hopes and your fears, the Eight of Wands. So wanting this situation to move the hell on very quickly. Because, look at it. You're like, nope. And Temperance is just saying here that, yeah, this may be a repeating thing. But if you're patient and you're aware, the right thing will come in, right? The right relationship, the right person. But that awareness, I think, is going to lead you to this place where you're healing this heartbreak, these memories of the painful situations you've been through. But yeah, the Eight of Wands, let's move on with the show here. We need things to go in a different direction now. And then coming out, the Six of Pentacles. And again, this goes back to you needing to be aware of what you're getting out of situations and people that you're investing into, because before you've invested too much and didn't get shit out of it, because otherwise you wouldn't be going, nope, I'm done with this. I don't even care what happens next. I have to leave this behind. Now, this could also be somebody coming through that can help guide you through the healing process, though, too. Somebody bringing loving, positive messages to you. And this is something that's worth investing into. But whatever you've dealt with in the past may revisit you. But the self-awareness is definitely there, that you don't want it. The Eight of Pentacles, yeah. So having to work really hard to break those habits and patterns. The Seven of Swords, and then the Knight of Wands. Okay. So I'm looking at these knights coming out here. And I feel like for you, this is about you moving into a place where you're not getting emotionally attached to anything. It's following your passion. There isn't a lot of follow through with the Knight of Wands, but you never know where it's going to lead you. And maybe investing into something long term isn't what you should be doing right now. And I say that because of the Six of Pentacles. But the Eight of Pentacles, right? Putting in a lot of effort and refining your ability to set boundaries with situations that you know are not good for you, people, relationships, whatever. The Seven of Swords. You can't get involved in situations anymore where there are unclear intentions. This is deception. This is the sneaky, low down, hush hush shit. But it takes from you. It's taking from you. And this is you being aware of that now. And it's because of this that you're like, hell no. No. And again, if you're going through a situation where you're having to heal heartbreak, the best thing to invest into right now are the things that drive your passions with the Knight of Wands. But it's not something that you have to give everything to. It's kind of like enjoying the ride. Just enjoy the journey. But needing to focus more on what excites you. What is it that brings that passion up within you? Wow, man. And I'm looking at it this way too, and I'm looking at a situation. It's different for me. Looking at it toward your future, the Knight of Cups, wonderful. Looking at it as far as reviewing the past and what it's caused you in the present, bad. Live from your heart. And again, right, the Knight of Cups. And then you have, wow, man, the crown chakra and the heart chakra. So these are the two that you need to focus on, especially if you're doing meditation. So living from your heart means that you're making choices that when you think about them, your heart immediately leaps towards it. And not being restricted. And again, I kind of go back to that Knight of Wands. The crown chakra, you need to give yourself a moment to clear up all the thoughts that are going on in your head right now and be open to source information. And you're going to be able to do that by focusing on your heart center, right? As soon as you have that, as Dr. Joe Dispenza says, heart and brain coherence, I think that is when you're going to get a download of information from source, God, however you want to call it. But this is going to be important information for you that's going to lead you into living a life that is going to feel better for you. More heart-centered, right? A time to give rather than take. And I think Aries got that one too. And then prosperity lies ahead, right? So this is the whole idea of giving in order to receive. So it may be that some time is needed from you in order to kind of heal what's going on in your heart space right now, right? I look at this and I feel like you have to give yourself some time. But regardless, you have, and these are both new moons that are happening here, prosperity lies ahead. And I feel like that's going to create better stability for you. And things may be really going well financially though too for you, but maybe it's because of that you have to give yourself some time to heal that heart space.